Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Galatowitsch, and welcome to this edition of the Homeschool Connection, your source when it comes to connecting you with your child's education. Today, we're taking an in-depth look at Achieve 3000. Achieve 3000 creates literacy programs for students in grades 2 to 12. This program is being used in all middle and high schools in Lake County, mostly for students taking reading classes. Joining me now is Laura Hunt from Achieve 3000 and Danielle Green from Gray Middle School to talk more about this amazing reading program. Laura and Danielle, welcome to the program. We're really excited to have you to learn all of the wonderful things happening with Achieve 3000.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Now, Laura, I know that Achieve 3000 creates literacy programs which offer differentiated, nonfiction content. Can you explain what that means, really, for us?
Yes. Achieve 3000 is built on the idea that students need to be provided content at their just right reading level. But in a classroom, we want to provide the content, the same content to students. So differentiating the content means that the content is written on 12 different levels to help students understand what they're reading, but reading it at their just right instructional level.
So in a standard, typical classroom, maybe there's 6 different reading levels. You're saying that this program can meet the needs of the children at all 6 of those different reading levels?
That's exactly right. We determine what level the student is on in terms of where his instruction needs to begin, and all students receive the same article online, but that article is written on all these different levels. So discussion and debate and understanding can take place with the teacher's direction, but the students will read this at their level.
Okay, so if every student is reading it at their own reading level, when do they ever get the chance? Because I know this, that it's really important that we're preparing our students to read on grade level. The state assessments they're taking are all on the reading level of the grade that they're in. So if they're getting it at their Lexile level, when do they ever get it on grade level?
Well, you make a really good point, because regardless of the student's level, come April and May, those state tests are going to be on their grade level.
Right.
So when an article goes out to, say, a 7th grader who's reading below level at 5th grade, right, that article is also given to him on grade level. So he gets it twice, but he gets it on his level first. He answers questions, he does a writing prompt, which facilitates his exposure to that article and questions at grade level.
Now, Danielle, you use this program in your classroom. Can you just talk a little bit, maybe give an example of what that looks like in reading class?
Well, one thing I really like about using Achieve 3000 is that as teachers, we are always advised to provide our students information in digestible chunks. And working with struggling readers, when we give them a passage that is on grade level that they feel like they cannot read, it becomes overwhelming for the student. Allowing the student to be able to experience reading the article on their level and then bring what they have learned from that text to a teacher-led group to talk about and discuss more details about what they read, gives them not only confidence, but it gives them the opportunity to participate in those discussion questions that are on those varying DOK levels. So it gives them an opportunity to really jump in and participate in a discussion and provide information about an article that they've read that they normally would not have had the confidence to be able to do, right, or the ability.
So they're actually reading it at their own reading level, where they're reading at, so maybe the vocabulary vocabulary is a little bit different so that it's more comprehensible to them, but then in class they really get it at grade level too, so that they're better able to participate. Is that pretty much how it works?
That's pretty much how it goes. When they read it on their own level, they will come to a teacher-led station, and in that station we have what is called the stretch article in Achieve 3000 that does just that. It stretches their brain to be able to take in more information. It has more details. The Lexile level is higher, and so since they've had some background from the previously read article, I am able to guide them through the stretch text that gives them that grade level approach to reading the text.
And of course, it sounds like they're more engaged then, because they've already kind of gotten into it and really understood what's happening in the article.
And they love being able to have that feeling of, this is the hardest text that the program has to offer, and yet I am reading it and offering some discussion.
And understanding
it.
Now, I noticed that all the articles are nonfiction. Why is that important?
Well, it's important because that's what our state does the most assessing on for our students. And that's the type of text that they struggle with reading. A lot of the students feel like it's boring. But thankfully, Achieve 3000 offers a lot of high interest articles that they are eager to read and ready to know what they're going to read next.
Right now, go ahead.
And to further provide information, if you think about it, in our working world, nonfiction is what carries students through college and career. It really provides them that readiness. Reading fiction articles can be really entertaining, but reading nonfiction is what is going to help these students prepare for adult life.
Right now, as the students are reading these articles and answering the questions, how does their Lexile level increase? How does that work exactly?
Well, the program has built into it what we call auto adjust. And we determine the student's level upon entering into the program. And then based on the work that they've done during the month, on the 30th day of each month, the program, when I say we, I mean the program, analyzes that data and either leaves them at the existing Lexile level or moves them up. That movement could be 20 or 30 points, but if that's what we're achieving every month, by the end of the 9 months or 10 months, the Lexile will have greatly increased, provided the student is working well at his level each month.
Yeah. Okay, so then as we work through the program, they're just increasing each and every month. So over the course of the year, we see some significant improvement in our students.
Absolutely.
Now talk about some of the articles themselves. Where do all these articles come from?
Achieve 3000 has a unique relationship with Associated Press. And so for the last 13 years, we have been taking articles from the Associated Press and having authors rewrite these articles. So that gives us the content we need, and then we divide that content into areas of like science and social studies, health, human interests, and then the teacher can pull from or search for various articles based on other areas of content.
Yeah. Do you think the articles are interesting?
I love the articles, and I love the fact that my students get excited about what we're going to read next. And anyone who has dealt with students in a reading class know that they don't get excited about reading anything too much. But when they come in wanting to know what are we reading today, it's just a wonderful experience.
Laura and Danielle, thank you so much. And I understand when we come back from our break, we'll have some students with us. Is that right?
That's right.
All right, great. When we come back, more on Achieve 3000. Welcome back to the Homeschool Connection. Today, we're taking a look at the innovative reading program, Achieve 3000. Joining me now is reading coach Mary Bailey from Leesburg High School with two students, Hannah Repko and Ernest Jones, aka EJ. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Dr. G.
Great. Hey, listen, we have learned a lot about Achieve 3000 so far on the show. And Mary, could you just talk about at the high school, what does this program look like in your class?
Sure. We have currently 4 reading teachers that utilize the program in their classrooms. And basically the students will, at the beginning of the year, they take a level set test.
Right.
That sets them at their Lexile that they will be receiving all of their passages on, all their articles that they do. Once that level set test is completed, that allows the teacher then to form their teacher-led groups that they do so that the student can not only have the article at the computer at their level, but then the teacher can also, facilitate it at the teacher group, but stretch them to their grade level that they're currently on. So
now that adjusts as the students progress over the course of the year, right?
Correct, yes. At the end of the month, it will adjust as long as the students have completed 4 articles and have reached success on those articles. It will automatically self-adjust for them.
And how do you see the students responding to this program?
They're doing quite well. It's our 2nd year at Leesburg High utilizing the program. And so they're doing really well. We have had a great success in reaching an overall school average. Currently, actually just the week before Thanksgiving, we reached a high of 77%. And that was fantastic because we weren't able to reach that until April of last school year. So some tremendous growth starting out so early on in the year.
Now, Hannah, how long have you been using this program?
For 2 years.
2 years, wow.
Yes.
What do you think of it? Tell us.
I think I've grown a lot in reading with Achieve 3000. It makes it interesting. I like the articles because it's like real life stuff that we need to know, and especially in high school because in middle school I did not like reading, and I actually enjoy reading now because I like the articles.
So the articles themselves have, really kind of increased your interest in being a reader.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. EJ, what are your thoughts?
Achieve 2000 is an amazing thing to use because it helps everyone learn about something as a group, whereas before just learning without it was kind of hard to get everyone focused on one article because not everyone was interested in the articles.
So do you see, not just with the 2 of you, but the other students in the group really being more focused on the article and on the discussion?
Yeah, they're definitely way more focused than compared to without it.
Yeah, because we talk about the article, like we might leave class and still be debating about the article.
Oh, great. So it's not just in class, it's also even so much engaging that you're, it's part of lunchroom discussion or whatever. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's great. Well, maybe we could take some time and see what the program looks like. Hannah, EJ, let's see what this program does.
All right, well, right here we have the Water Park Makes Waves. I really like this article because it sparked a debate in the class between everyone, and it really got intense at one point. And before we even dive into the article, it already asks us a question about the article itself before it even gets started, and if we have any opinion on it so far before we even read it. The before poll, the article, the activity, the after reading poll, and the thought question.
So what does that do, Hannah? The whole opinion thing?
Well, you have a before and an after poll, and the before is to let you know about the article a little bit and have your opinion in the beginning before reading it, and then they give you the article so you can read it and kind of pick your side, and then you get asked the question again and you can change your answer. And I like the poll because it's everyone's answer, so you can see what everyone else thinks
So
too.
everybody in the whole country that gets this, that does this program,
Yes.
you get to see their responses too.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of cool.
All right, well, after the poll, we have the article itself. And we can go ahead and we can read the article. And not also do we have the article, we can go ahead and annotate what we think is important. All we have to do is highlight it with our cruiser and press the buttons that we need.
Wow, you can take your own notes on your page then.
Go ahead and take your own notes. And then
Great.
What's even more amazing is during the activity is you could bring up the article itself. So you can do the activity while having your article right there.
So you can go back to the text and find the information that's
You don't
important.
even have to go back to a separate page. You could bring
Right.
up the article right next to activity.
Oh, great.
And then after we do these 4 sections, we have the thought question, which is after reading the article, it gives us a question here, and we have to type sort of an essay, more of a paragraph, and more what you want to write about the article and what we thought about it, and what do you agree, do you disagree, do you agree, and you can write your answer.
So Hannah, when you do the independent activity and you have that section where you're writing up your response to the article, and then is that something the teacher sees then? How does that work?
Yes, they'll go over it with you and they'll help you make sure you have the right stuff and like you're talking about the right thing, and they'll maybe help you with different words to put in, just make the paragraph look stronger and everything.
Okay, so that's an opportunity for the teacher to interact individually and kind of assist students to make their writing better based on that particular
Yes.
article. So, now is this a program that you can only use in school, or is it something that you can use at home as well?
Well, the neat thing about it is, Dr. G, is it's not limited to just school. You can take it home, and also you can customize your page while you're at home, which is not accessible during school.
Very cool, very cool. All right, so let me see if I kind of get this. So you're reading the article, you can take notes on it, you have an activity that you do, and then you have an opportunity to write a response to the article. But then after all that's sort of done, then you work with the teacher in a different kind of setting where she kind of leads a group in a discussion, and you have an opportunity to really kind of engage with the article with the rest of the students. Does that kind of capture
That
Yes.
sums it up.
the program? Great. Well, it sounds like a great, engaging program, and it looks like you guys really enjoy it, and it's really helped you become better students.
Yes, it has.
Helped me greatly.
Wow, that was really amazing. Thank you for sharing that. That's a great program, and I bet the kids are really, really excited. Very engaging program. Thank you so much for joining us here on the program today. If you'd like more information about Achieve 3000, be sure to check out their website, achieve3000.com. It's now time for our Fit Body, Fit Mind segment. Let's toss things over to Muriel Burt.
Recent studies have shown that students need a brain break in the classroom every 25 to 30 minutes. A brain break is a physical activity that gets the child up and moving, like turning the light switch on and off. It's turning the brain on and off, recharging the brain, getting it ready to learn. The brain break you will be witnessing today will be one of high energy, stimulating glucose and oxygen to the brain. Let's go see those first graders. Okay, today we're gonna do our crazy jacks. And remember, crazy jacks are a little different from jumping jacks because we cross our arms at the top, so we cross the midline of the body and our feet. Some of us are already ready to go. Ready? Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 more. Come on, you can do it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! And you may sit back in your seat. Okay. There you have it, a brain break, one that has high intensity that will help increase oxygen and glucose to the brain and get their brains ready to learn. If you would like to learn more about Lake County's brain breaks, you can go to lakefronttv.com.
Great information. Thanks, Muriel. On today's Book Connection, Leesburg Public Library's Melissa Curry is taking a look at some audiobooks. Let's check it out.
Thank you, Dr. G. Today at the Leesburg Public Library, I want to show you some items that are available in our children's department for our younger patrons that are just beginning to read. This is Bad Kitty, which is one of our younger reader books. This kit comes with the book and the CD. The CD will read the story to the child as they follow along. You have a choice of whether you want it to signal the page turns or not. If they're a more fluent reader, they wouldn't need those, but if they're a beginning reader, they would. And this is much like you are used to with a vinyl record or a cassette tape, but now we have CDs and we have many titles to choose from. And you can see we have Duck on a Bike, we have Bad Kitty, who's very popular, as well as several other well-known characters. So please come by the children's department and check these out, and this will help your child become a stronger reader. Thank you. Back to you, Dr. G.
Well, that's all the time we have left. For more information about the Homeschool Connection or to suggest a show idea, check out our website, lakefronttv.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, don't break the connection.